She thinks that I'm a psychopath, sociopath, something like that.
This is just from him kicking me with his foot.
2023년 11월 13일 월요일 플로리다 포트 샬럿 카운티 보안관 사무소는 가정 내 소란에 대한 신고 전화를 접수했습니다. 그날 밤 출동한 보안관들은 자신들이 어떤 상황에 직면하게 될지 전혀 예상하지 못했지만 곧 그들이 매우 위험한 상황을 마주하고 있다는 것이 분명해졌습니다. 세상 뉴스를 구독해주시면 정말 감사드리겠습니다.
So we'll have grandma come out, okay? And we'll make sure.
Alright.
They're called.
Thank you for being so honest. You take care, and then I'll see you when you get out, right? Rent just knows my schedule, so you can always find me. Alright? Here, take care.
And Mom has a question. I didn't really know how to answer it, but
She doesn't want him coming back. She doesn't want him going to
I already
her
gave her
mom
the
either.
answer to that, so she's just stopping. One, she's the parent, so she'll go in front of the court, they're going to release her, and they may release her to a shelter, or they may release her to grandma, or somewhere, but it's up for her to
I'm gonna grab grandma.
Okay.
state her case.
We're probably not going to a shelter then because she doesn't want him and grandma doesn't either.
Well, they don't really have that choice.
Yeah.
You know,
Is what it is.
you still have to go to the court. Alright?
Yep. Have a good night. I'll see you later, Corporal.
So, just he's on the other side. I don't know if that'd be easier to talk with.
피의자로 지목된 콜린 그리피스는 엄마를 폭행한 혐의를 받고 있으며 그의 할머니가 그 사건을 목격했고 피해자인 엄마의 진술을 뒷받침했습니다. 그 진술은 콜린이 경찰에게 전한 진술과는 모순되었습니다. 콜린은 부금되었지만 충격적인 사실이 드러났습니다. 그는 집으로 돌아가게 될 경우 자신이나 엄마를 죽이거나 해치겠다고 말했습니다. 추가적인 폭력 가능성에 우려한 경찰은 다음 날 아침 콜린과 다시 면담하게 됩니다.
Hello.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. Is Colin home?
Yeah, you guys can come on in. He's doing Sandy marches. He's not a happy camper right now.
Colin, right?
Yes, sir.
So what's going on, man?
Last night, me and my mom went to a physical altercation. I got arrested for domestic battery, but going in front of the judge today, I have a right to public defender, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay. So how is the situation with you and Mom right now? Have things calmed down? Are
No,
you guys
no,
able
no,
to
sir. No,
get along?
no, sir.
Where are we at?
No, sir, it's not good. She thinks that I don't. She thinks that I'm like psychotic, like literally psychopath, sociopath, something like that. I don't know exactly where she's at. She thinks I'm gonna kill her, and that I want to kill her, or that I want to beat the of her.
Do you?
No, sir.
Okay.
I don't want to hurt anyone, let alone my mom, even despite this happening. But I'm not gonna take what I consider abuse when someone's attacking me. And
How is she attacking you? What
when
kind of
she,
abuse are we
when
talking?
she attacked me, when she threw a punch at me, grabbed onto me, I grabbed onto her back, got her off of me. She hit the ground, and then I fled and called Rentis, and then he sent someone out.
You called who?
Rentis, Detective Rentis.
Okay. So basically, why we came back is when the jail was releasing you to your mom this morning. Was there anything said then?
Yeah, I said that I didn't really feel safe there with myself and with her, and that I didn't know what was going to happen. I still don't know what's going to happen.
As far as what?
Her attacking me, or her doing something to herself or me.
Okay. What about you doing something to her? Are you able to control yourself?
I'm in a constant state of fight or flight, and I don't know. If I think she's going to do something, even if she's not, I might act. I'm not going to like go crazy or anything, but I'm not sure, honestly.
Okay.
You're not sure if you're gonna hurt?
Only if she tries to hurt me.
Okay. Did you make any statements saying that you were gonna kill
No,
your
sir.
mom if,
No, sir.
if you got in a car with her?
No,
I'm
sir.
trying to figure out why we would have a corporal at the jail that took you out, that dropped you off to your mom and telling us that you said, "Don't put me in the car with her. I'm going to kill her."
Yeah.
Was that said?
I did not say I was going to kill her. I did not say kill. I don't know why he sent me back here. I asked him not to, but he said he didn't like my attitude and that I had to lose more.
그리피스는 어머니를 죽이겠다는 위협 사실을 부인했고 보고된 내용과 달리 그의 진술에는 일관성이 없었습니다. 그는 계속 싸움 혹은 도망 상태에 있는 기분이 들었다고 주장했고 어머니가 자신을 공격할 것 같다고 느끼면 실제로 그랬는지와 상관없이 반응할 수밖에 없다고 말했습니다. 콜린은 심리적인 불안정과 충동성을 보였고 10대인 그는 가족에게 중대한 위협이 될 수 있는 존재로 보여졌습니다. 경찰은 비극적인 사태를 막기 위해 조치를 취할 필요를 느꼈습니다.
Well, we're just trying to figure out. We just want to make sure we do everything we can to prevent anything happening.
Sir, given the situation, I don't think that we should be in the same house at all. I
Yeah.
don't think it's okay. I mean, we're going to court anyways at 1. God knows what's going to happen then.
How are you getting to court?
By car. Probably a little.
Do you drive? How old are you?
Yeah, but I have to have an adult in the car with me.
You got a learner's permit?
She's been trying to lure a confession out of me all day. It's been, well, it's not, sorry, not all day, but...
So what does this all start over? Has this been ongoing forever, or is this all of a sudden happened last night?
For a long time. So I came to live with her after my dad died, and since then, there's just been kind of times when things boil over with her, and she acts out. One time, she pulled a gun on me. I called the cops. I guess I wasn't believed. So
What got her to the point that she's doing these things?
I don't know.
You have no idea. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, she pulls a gun or hit you?
It's because that I'm driving her crazy somehow with the way that I act, and I don't know how I'm acting badly. She talks about school a lot. My grades are fine. I got a 3.7 GPA.
Okay, I mean, obviously you're not, you're a smart enough kid. I get that or whatever, but I mean, obviously it takes two to create this type of environment in this situation, right? And I've heard nothing. You haven't said a word about what's going on, what you're doing, or what is going on to provoke this, or where it's coming from, other than out of the blue, your mom flies off the handle and does this stuff. I'm struggling with that a little bit.
She claims that because I don't help around the house, don't seem to follow rules. A big thing for her is that I don't make a schedule. I don't schedule my day. She has ADHD and a lot of other stuff. She was really abused by my dad, from what I know, and that kind of just made it to where she has these very specific things that set her off, these triggers. They're strange. It's hard to understand them. I still don't. So that kind of just sets her off, and I'm worried that she's at her breaking point. I mean, with everything that's happened, how could she not be?
So how long ago was your dad passed? I'm sorry to hear that, by the way.
7 months.
7 months?
Yeah.
Okay.
He attacked me, my dad, and when he did, he tried to kill me with a knife, and then it was in Oklahoma, and he died. So,
okay.
Yeah.
How was that?
I shot him when he tried to kill me.
Did you already have a gun in your hand?
I was fleeing, and the house was filled with guns, 23 to be exact, and
You knew who they were?
I didn't seek one out, I was just trying to run, but then I was cornered, and I had nothing else that would be done.
2023년 2월 콜린 그리피스는 총으로 아버지를 살해했습니다. 그는 정당방위를 주장했고 무죄 판결을 받았지만 그 사건은 경찰이 그의 과거를 인지하게 되었고 콜린 자신을 포함한 그 누구도 그가 어디까지 할 수 있는 사람인지 알 수 없었습니다. 이는 경찰에게 깊은 걱정을 안겨주었습니다.
Why was he trying to kill you?
He's also a bit of a case, but yeah. I think the other stuff.
So is that why?
No. We don't have a problem with that.
No, I'm saying, is that what you think about pulling a gun out on you, or what?
I don't know. I think she
know about that incident?
She does, and she thinks that as a result of that incident beforehand, that I'm murderous or sociopathic. She said sociopathic a lot. I don't know the clinical definition, but basically she thinks that I'm an emotionless, narcissistic, murderous person.
Are you seeing anybody about that situation and try and work through that, or what?
Online therapy, but other than that.
Online therapy?
Yeah.
Okay. How's that working?
It's going, I guess, but probably going to miss this session and the next session because of everything that's going on.
Okay.
Hey.
How are you, sir?
Okay. So right now, I mean,
I'm just gonna play some cups, alright?
That's cool.
Yeah. Just for right now, alright?
This is the second time today.
It's okay.
I'll still make my court appearance, correct?
should.
Okay.
If not, they'll definitely know. Make sure they know where you are.
So I gotta speak with my attorney. Is this an arrest or a Baker Act?
Basically, just so you're aware, I don't know what end she's got going or whatever, but some of the statements that we were told by some of the jail staff when you were here or whatever is going to warrant us a Baker Act, you to make sure everybody's safe, make sure you're not a harm to yourself or others.
Yes,
So just so you know what's going on.
I think it's
right?
better that I don't be in that house anymore.
Okay.
Regardless, so if you agree with that.
You have a Florida.
I think this is probably the best result. Would you agree?
Yeah, I just wanted. Are you recording?
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't spoken with my attorney, so I need to make sure that happens before my court date.
Right. When you get there or whatever, I'm sure you'll have access to the phone. Do you know who your attorney is? Do you have that information?
I don't think I've been appointed with him yet.
Okay.
And I have a court date at 1, so I shouldn't. But I have a right to speak with him, so I need to speak with him immediately.
Well, I mean, you're not being arrested right now. So.
I know, but I am having a criminal case brought against me, so I have to speak with him.
Right. Well, when you get down there, you'll have access to a phone, and you'll be able to make some phone calls and make that happen.
Can I know what's going on?
Yeah, we'll explain things to you here in a quick second. That or whatever, but I mean, obviously it takes two to create this type of environment.
Hey, you got a minute? Okay, so I'm out at Colin Griffith's house. So, long story short, I know that you were called last night, or that you talked to him last night. I get a call from Joella this morning, who gets a call from the jail that he was released. He's got a court date at 1 o'clock. Mom was fearful, and he said, if you put me in the car, this is what he tells the jail staff, if he puts me in the car, I'm going to kill her. If you send me back to that house, I'll probably kill her. Now, they forward that information to me, so I call the jail staff to confirm that. I speak with Corporal Platts, who said, yeah, that's what he did say. He's like, however, I just reached out with my watch commander, and they're like, you know, just go ahead, and, you know, he's responsibility. And I know that there's a history, and I know he does this. However, at no point was he evaluated. At no point, and my argument is you can want to call patrol for everything else to evaluate for a Baker Act, but you have a kid saying, don't put me in this car or I'll kill her, and I'm supposed to just like, okay, pretend you didn't tell me that. So I didn't know if we're here now. You know, Mom is hesitant. You know, she's very reluctant to. She said, "Listen, this is you taking him. This is an ongoing issue. It's going to make it worse." I said, "Ma'am, I'm not looking to make anything worse, but I struggle with what's being said." "No, he's just playing a game." Well, that's not for me to determine if he's playing a game or not. So I didn't know. I know you guys have a rapport with him. I don't know if you want anything done, but me personally, I'm you know, because this isn't like third party. He told the corrections officer this. Okay, and I didn't know. We're gonna go ahead and do that. I didn't know if you guys wanted. You don't need to talk to him for anything, correct? I know that there's a rapport between you and Lacey with him. Okay. So, and I'll call you when I leave here. But we're gonna Baker Act. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Was I charged or arrested with that?
Central 232.
Good.
Was I charged or arrested?
He's now you're off showing a valid Class C learners. Also, in ACES, advised to use caution and officer safety, threats to LEO and gun violence.
We'll have that subject detained right now.
Yeah, I have patrol. I have him detained for Baker Act. Well, now she's not, but this is she's a problem, because Mom, according to, she's a huge enabler. Mom is telling me that she said, no, I'm concerned for his actions, and she's like, I'm recording everything. I said, well, what are you recording? What's the recording when he kills you? What is that doing? Because I'm confused here, you know. But no, he's told I don't have charges to get him in jail. He told Corporal Platts, if you put me in that car, I will kill her. I'm afraid I'm going to hurt her. So he's meeting all the criteria. You know what I mean? And they called her to pick him up, so I can't even. But for right now, that's all I have, and I don't even have her on board. She's saying, "Oh no, you can't take him here." I said, "Ma'am, it's not really up for debate. I'm not asking you for permission." I said, "But if you turn around, if this kid's being walked out and saying, I'm afraid to be in the house with her, I'm afraid that I will hurt her, I'm afraid I will kill her, you meet criteria to hurt yourself or someone else. He's got to go." No doubt, no. Dave, I was livid when she called me with that, but yeah. So he's. She gave me, she wasn't horrible, but she gave me a hard time inside. She goes, if you do this, you're making the situation worse. I said, no, ma'am, I'm doing my job. I'm not here to make a situation worse. But releasing him to you when he wants to hurt you, and you were fearful last night, but now you're telling me 4 hours later you're not? No, I'm sorry.
How many times am I going to be placing handcuffs, man?
So Ellis is transported, and they're leaving now. They're headed for the Baker Act, and, okay. Actually, I'm going to go off now just because they're leaving.
Did you tell them at the jail that you were going to kill me? Did you say you were going to hurt me? I heard you say you were worried what was going to happen.
Ma'am,
yes,
they have to go.
Yeah,
Yes, he did. To a jail staff, they have to go. Okay? That's not, I don't know how others treat it, but I'm telling you how we treat it. And he's going to be Baker Act. Okay? And I don't want you, it's not that I don't want you to not talk to your son, but I don't need the situation escalated. And he didn't, he may have not told you, but he told the employee of the jail what he was going to do. And I completely understand with what you're saying, that he may use that as a tool, but we don't use Baker Acts as a tool. It's a criteria. We have to do our job.
And so when he gets there, if he tells them he's not homicidal.
I don't care what he tells them. He told the jail staff he wants to kill his mom. He's not staying here.
I understand he already has a dead dad. I get it.
Ma'am, I've never, this is the first time I've met your son. I don't even know your history. I don't know the history of his dad. I know a little bit.
Were you able to speak to Rentas?
Yes.
Okay, and what did he say?
That's exactly where he's going.
He said Baker Act him?
All day long.
Oh.
I talked to Rentas, and his boss just called me as well. That's why I walked away a second time. Okay. Because we want what's right for him, but we also want.
I know.
But we have an obligation to protect you.
I understand.
And protect him. We have to protect both. Because even though he didn't threaten to harm himself, he threatened to harm his mom. And either way, that.
I know. He beat the
yeah.
I know.
And with all due respect, you can't have them here last night where you were fearful, and then 4 hours later, you're recording, because that's gonna. Recording's not helping you when he chokes you out. And what's the recording gonna do? What's the recording? It's not bringing you back. You'll still be dead. You know, I'm not trying to make it sound like it's an easy task, man, because I'm sure it's a tough thing to do. But I struggle with a kid that's being released from jail and saying, if you bring me back there, she's gonna die.
콜린이 체포된 뒤 경찰은 그의 엄마에게 상황의 심각성을 설명했습니다. 경찰은 콜린이 전날 밤 위협적인 발언을 해서 체포되었다고 알렸습니다. 엄마는 아들의 체포에 충격을 받았고 경찰은 그녀의 행동에 대해 질책했습니다. 엄마는 폭행 영상을 찍었음에도 불구하고 즉시 경찰에 신고하지 않았다는 점을 지적했습니다. 상황은 매우 심각했고 경찰은 갈등을 완화시키며 모든 사람의 안전을 확보해야 했습니다. 경찰은 엄마가 이 상황의 심각성을 이해하고 아들의 행동에 대처할 수 있는 지원과 자원을 받을 수 있도록 도와야 했습니다.
If we don't do something,
Shame on us.
Yeah, then we're not.
Shame on us then when we failed you. And I'm not failing you. Nor am I going to fail your son. I think Lacey's probably going to come talk to you.
Is she?
Okay, yeah, I haven't talked to her directly, but I know Rentis. When I hung up with Rentis, Lacey was calling him. So I'm sure.
Okay.
Okay.
If you talk to Rentas again, if you can ask Lacey to talk to me, I would really appreciate it.
Of course. Lacey's good people. You got a good one there
No,
on your side.
she's amazing, and so is Rentas. They've been great, and I know.
They want to help you, and
I know
want to
they were
help
here
him.
for 4 hours yesterday, trying to figure it out. So
This was before.
because we had something on Monday,
Okay.
and then he came home, and he wasn't even home for 20 minutes, and stood up and said, "Let's do this," and literally in front of my own mother, like attacked me. He literally threw me to the ground, kicked me, stomped on my hand, broke part of my phone case because I was trying to record, and I don't
Well,
know.
what
That's
happens-
on Tuesday level.
But
His
if
dad is
that-
dead, okay? Let's just be real.
I know his dad's dead. That aspect of it,
I
I
know.
want to say is over. But you know what I mean? If he kicked you, who's to say
He
we don't
just
take it
kicked
to
me,
another
Yeah, no, I know.
another level? So you
I
know,
know.
if he's gung ho that you have to die, or he wants to kill you, that's my concern.
I don't know why I said that I need to die, though.
Maybe he doesn't know either, ma'am. Maybe he doesn't know either. I don't know.
Do I need to go to court still at 1?
I don't understand. I don't see. I mean, I'll call the SAO, but why would
Yeah,
she have to
I
go
don't
to
know.
court? Let me call. Actually, let's do this here.
I'm sorry, can we go back to
Yeah,
the
let's go
house?
back inside if you want to do that.
You know, all of my neighbors are already like, oh my god.
I'm sorry. I thought we would be intercepting.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yeah, no, I can hear you.
There you go. Sorry, I lost you for a second. I missed the last part I heard was that you talked to Maria, and then I understood that you don't. They might continue the case because you're not there.
She said they might. I don't know, but I'm not able to go. I can't. And I talked to the other Maria, who's the DCFS person, and I told her that they can place Colin like he's been asking. So if they place him in a residential facility, a group home, a foster care, whatever it is they decide that's best for him, I'm not going to keep fighting this because there's no point. I talked to the people for intake. I gave them all of Colin's information. They asked me a bunch of questions about him and his background. I answered every question. And I just asked that they remove my contact number so that he's not able to call me.
If I thought you were the problem, I would have, like I told you yesterday, I would have done everything behind your
It's
back.
not that I'm a problem, it's that I'm a problem to him.
You're a problem to him right now, but with the right therapy, with finding a solution and committing to it, you will get that Colin that you want back. But the Colin you want is unmanaged because he doesn't know how to control himself. He doesn't even understand at times which Colin is which.
And he actually talked to me yesterday, and he tried to explain the difference in the Collins and how it runs away from him. And he couldn't even explain it correctly. He's like, I don't even know how to explain this and get this out, but I'll try the best I can. And he's trying to figure out if I understand exactly. He kept trying to say it in different ways, but that's one of the leading causes. If you know, and I know you know, is that when you are in that, that is very hard to explain to somebody. It's not a normal person that has that can't explain it, right? Like, eventually as you get older, you don't learn that until you get older. How to explain it, how to manage it, because that immaturity from being that young in life experiences is what causes you not to understand and explain how that works. And I even talked to a expert today on those different things, and I wanted to have a different understanding on that because I don't understand that completely. I'm not trained enough on that and learned enough about that. And they said that's a prime example of that in his maturity level, which you can gauge maturity level off people like that. Which actually brought me back to an understanding, like, okay, maybe this is correct, maybe this is true.
I think following up with you will give you more reassurance. Because the not knowing...
I don't care anymore. I don't.
The not knowing is what's really going to hurt you.
No, it won't.
Just giving up on yourself and everything altogether.
I am. And that's okay.
I can't have this in college conscious if something happens to you, that he's the reason why something happened. And the real Colin.
Yeah, you know what? I hope to God I get hit by a car. I hope to God somebody does something and that kid actually has to worry about someone else besides himself. That would only be my luck. But that's not what's going to happen. Instead, I'm just going to walk away from him. Because I can't keep doing this. He's going to kill me. You didn't see him yesterday. You didn't try to talk to him today like I did. As soon as he was gone, Charlotte Behavioral Health, that was it. It was over. Done. He became that kid again who was beating the shit last night. And he's never going to change. It doesn't matter how hard I try. It doesn't matter what I do. It's not ever going to be good enough.
I would like to say otherwise, but I know that's not going to change your mind or anything like that. And now you left me in a spot that now I would like to follow up with you because I am worried about you in the long run.
Well, I don't want to be followed up with, and I don't have to open my door for a cop if you guys show up. You have to have a warrant and tell me whatever.
But we've worked too hard on our relationship to go that route.
Yeah, we worked so hard, haven't we? And where is my kid now?
He's in a safe place is where he's at. And you're in a safe place. For me, that's a win right now. Until we can buy some time to find the right placement for him so that he's okay and you can function like a normal human again. I mean, tell me I'm wrong.
I think you're wrong. I'm sorry.
I don't believe you.
I don't think it's going to get any better. And if it's not me, it's going to be somebody else. It's just what it is.
I think you're just overwhelmed right now. There's a lot that has happened today, and we need to readdress the matter from a fresh mindset tomorrow morning.
경찰은 엄마에게 콜린의 치료시설에 보내는 것이 모두를 위한 최선의 선택이라고 그녀를 설득했습니다. 경찰은 그 결정이 콜린에게 필요한 도움을 줄 수 있을 뿐만 아니라 그녀 자신도 추가적인 피해로 보호할 수 있다고 설명했습니다. 그러나 엄마는 그 제안에 대해 반발했습니다. 경찰은 아들을 외면하는 것은 아동방임으로 간주될 수 있다고 설명했죠. 경찰은 자신들과 협력하는 것이 안전을 확보하기 위해 중요하다고 강조했지만 엄마는 여전히 망설였습니다. 엄마는 콜린을 시설에 보내는데 동의하면 아들이 자신에게 보복할까봐 두려워하고 있었죠. 상황은 매우 위급했기 때문에 경찰은 모두를 보호하기 위해 조치를 취해야 했습니다.
Investigators say 17-year-old Colin Griffith stabbed his mother on Sunday after an argument. He initially told investigators that his mom lunged at him with a knife and fell on it, causing a stab wound to her neck.
He was arrested for killing his father.
When I look at him, I see a psychopath.
I'm Brian Haas, State Attorney for the 10th Judicial Circuit of Florida. The Polk County Grand Jury indicted Colin Griffith on the charge of first-degree murder for the killing of his mother in Auburndale last week.